All right, good morning, Canada. As you know, there has been a lot of reaction to Ontario Premier Doug Ford's move to bring $1 beers back to the province. So we wanted to take a look at alcohol consumption as well as pricing across the country and get your take on it. So I'm not going to judge what you have in your cup. Whatever you do, I just hope you're listening to what we have to say. But AM Priya, good morning.
Good morning. Mine is coffee, by the way.
Okay, nice.
Mine is a clear liquid.
Awesome.
Could be water or who knows?
Yeah. Hey! Okay. But if you were to take a guess, which province has the most alcohol consumption, which do you think it would be?
Is it based on population? Because if so, Ontario.
It's not. It's based on study. Like
Ontario
per capita.
was going to be my first guess too. But I think it's just because there are more people here, not for any other reason.
So it's actually Quebec. Our friends in Quebec, they drink the most. 81.1% of respondents to a report said they have more drinks in a year compared to other provinces. Now, who would you guess would be the least? Just guess. Just guess.
PEI.
Yes, ding, ding, ding. I need a,
Yes!
But is that, okay, all right.
This is based on a study of respondents who admitted to having a drink in the last 12 months. So per capita, this is what it's based off of. But yes, it was PEI followed by New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. So our friends in the Maritimes seem to drink a little bit less than folks in the rest of Canada.
Okay.
It's quite interesting. So on average, Canadians as a total, they actually drink more alcohol per capita than the worldwide average. In fact, this is from the World Health Organization. Canadians aged 15 and older drank 10 liters of pure alcohol per capita in 2016, and that's 3.6 more than the world average. And out of 200 countries surveyed, Canada ranked 40th. The States ranked 44th.
Oh.
So Canadians actually drink more
Than Americans.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's because our beer is better.
Well, or maybe just Canadians just love to drink. I mean, Priya, we were talking backstage, and you know, our viewers know that you come from Halifax, but there was actually a mission to curb some drinking there.
That's right. So about 10 years ago, it was really common for bars to have dollar drinks. And so one night there was a very bad fight outside of one of the clubs that had these dollar drinks. And so the Nova Scotia Utility and Review Board actually stepped in and said, no more. So after that, they stopped dollar drinks. They raised the minimum price of a drink to $2.50.
And I want to touch on that.
Did the fights go down?
That's a good question. You know, I'm actually not sure.
Well, we'll look
but
into that.
But it would be interesting, to see.
I'm going to touch on the minimum prices there, but I want to show you this graphic that shows where you can find the cheapest 24-pack of beer in Canada, which also happens to be in Quebec, the most expensive in the Northwest Territories. Why do you ask? Well, it's multiple factors. One is varying taxes, and others is transportation costs, hence why in the territories it's a little bit more expensive. But in Canada, actually, provincial governments, many of them, they regulate the minimum prices of what you can charge for a 24-pack of beer and for taxes. So brewers, for example, cannot charge under what this minimum price is. And one of the reasons why they do this is because of social responsibility. So many governments believe that they need to have a certain price point for alcohol so there's not an overconsumption of it by the general populace, because we know that there have been studies that have shown that, you know, there is a social cost that comes with excessive drinking, whether that's drinking and driving, whether that's deaths on the road, and there's healthcare costs associated when, you know, for some people, it can become a health issue. So this is why we actually see here in Canada, we pay twice as much as Americans for alcohol. But yet we're still drinking more.
That's interesting. And that also, those numbers you showed shows that, so the alcohol is cheaper in Quebec and they're also drinking the most there.
Yeah. But it also could be a cultural thing as well. You know, in Quebec, you know, a glass of wine with your dinner is proper decorum. So Canada, here's your hashtag, your take question. How do you feel about the price of alcohol in our country? We want to know on social media, do we pay too much? Do we need to pay more? Let us know. After the break, more news and weather.